Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Automotive Drama. Today I got a 2020 Chevy Malibu. It's got a bunch of communication codes. P0700, U0073, U0101. I have a feeling that these are all related. Now, how am I going to find that? Well, that was a good question. There's a few basic things you check for. First, you check the fuses. Make sure you got all your good fuses. No blown fuses. Anything with the TCM, PCM, any of the control modules, and any of the modules. Make sure that all the fuses are good. Check all your grounds. And now this car is only 4 years old, so the chances of it having a bad ground already, even though it is a garbage motors vehicle, pretty slim to none. The mouse chewing on the wiring harness. Okay, that's very possible. I looked over everything. I didn't really see anything. Also, you might want to have to check the connections at the TCM. Make sure that the terminals aren't spread, or one of these was a U0101 code I fixed. And the only thing that was wrong with it was the plug for the transmission control module, which is inside the transmission, was full of transmission fluid. So I went to also make sure that your battery voltage is good and you don't have a charging problem, because low voltage will also set these kind of codes. So I went to go check the battery to see what the voltage was, and the first thing I noticed was, a loose ground wire. Did you see that spark? How it sparks? A loose ground wire, especially the main cable, and you're going down the road and this thing's rattling away, it'll give it a duty cycle ground. I don't know how to explain the duty cycle, which is basically on, off on a ground wire, and that's not what you want on a ground wire. Now, do I know for sure that this fixes this when I tighten this up? No. I'm going to have to tighten this up, and I'm going to have to take it for a drive and see if it fixes it. My point is, something this simple on these new modern cars and how sensitive they are to voltages, and even a voltage spike, like that thing spiked when I put it on there, will definitely wig out all the communication system. The modules are very voltage sensitive, so they don't, when they see voltages they don't like, they wig out. In this case, I mean, you don't have yes, we all know you can disconnect the ground wire and the car will run, blah 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 blah, but that, I had a Honda in here a month ago maybe. He said he was going down the road and the whole car completely shut off, dead, everything was dead, and then it started itself back up and was fine. Well, not this part of the cable was loose, but this part of this cable was loose. And I tightened that up, and that fixed that car. So, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tighten that up, take it for a ride, see what happens, and hopefully it fixes it. Oh well. Thanks again for tuning in, my friends. And remember, like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better. Questions, comments, feel free, and ring the bell if you want to watch more episodes. Have a good night.